What a performance! 3-point collectors, the revenge tour continues, and it's so lonely at the top after giving Barcelona that belt in El Clasico. I had this match circled on my calendar because I didn't forget what happened last season, how you came to my ground and robbed us of 3 points. You guys thought that we forgot what happened when we went to your shithole of a stadium and how you guys treated our players? I pray that we have just put one of the nails in Valencia's coffin for them to get relegated. Enjoy the second division, you absolute bums. I told you at the start of the season that Real Madrid were going to cook. I told you that we were going to win La Liga. I told you, in Xabi, we trust. And some of you didn't believe. Some of you doubted me. Some of you mocked me. Well, what do you say now? Because that first half performance, once again, belt to ass on Valencia. This is exactly what I want to see against these bum teams. That's exactly how we need to play every match moving forward. And the fact that we had this kind of performance right before we go to Anfield to take on our B team known as Liverpool. This is what I wanted to see. There is so much to get into. There's so many positives. MBAPPE brace. Man like Bobby Charlton. Baby Pele making his season debut. Jude Bellingham scoring a screamer. Arda Güler linking up his creativity. Alvaro Carreras locking up the left side and also scoring a banger as well. Where do we even start? I need you guys to get in the comment section. Let me know what you're saying for this game. Who was your man of the match? Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications. Real Madrid 4, Valencia 0. And I'm struggling to pick out a man of the match. This is why I need to know what you guys think. Because a lot of our players cooked. Jude Bellingham, that goal that he scored, his overall performance, oh my days, what a player. If you ever compare a bum like Pedri to my number 5, I will find you problems. Jude is the best midfielder in the world, and it's not close. This guy's overall game, phenomenal. He got that shoulder surgery, and since he's fully recovered, look at the smoke that my man has been on. Are you mad? Don't ever doubt my midfielder again. Don't ever put his name in the same sentences as scrubs. Mbappé bagging a brace. First half. Could have got a hat trick. Gave the pen to Vinicius, who missed it. By the way, I don't want to see Vinny take another pen the entire season. Oh my days. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Arda Güler. Oh my goodness me. This guy's creativity. He only played 45 minutes. Was subbed off at halftime because Xabi Alonso trying to protect him, right? He did roll his ankle. I think he's going to be fine. I think he's going to start at Liverpool in the Champions League. But what a first half by him. Alvaro Carreras in the second half scoring an absolute screamer. This was a great team win. For the most part, everyone did their job. The 2 players that started that I wasn't really happy with, Vinicius, Franco. I expect so much more from Vinicius, especially against Valencia, bro. Like, Valencia are the team that rage bait you the most. How did you not destroy them today? Vinicius should have dropped the masterclass. He looked dangerous at times, but it led to nothing. Like, in the final third, he didn't look like much of a threat. He was taking on his defender, but he was losing the ball, misplacing the passes. His shots didn't look that good either. Mid. And then Franco. Man like Slim Shady on my right wing. Eminem. Mid. Franco is starting way too many games. And the thing is, I like Franco. I see his qualities. But how is it you're getting an opportunity against Valencia, who are in the relegation zone, and you don't look better than that? Losing the ball, falling over. Franco need to do some push-ups. Franco need to eat some fucking Wheaties. This guy falls over like a newborn. This is not Argentina, little bro. This is not Buenos Aires. You're in Madrid. The things that you got away with in South America, you're not getting away with it in Europe. You are getting way too many minutes for you to be dropping these mid performances. And I still rate you. I'm going to be patient, right? Because I understand, you just got here, 18, whatever. But if you're going to play this much, you got to step it up more. You got to give me something else, something more that I can go off of. 92 minutes today, and not one time did Franco look like a threat. Not one time did I sit there and say, wow, Franco cooked. Mid! But besides those two, everyone else did their job. Everyone else, in my opinion, performed at a good level. Let's talk about the first half, because I know that there's going to be Varsatards in the comment section crying about the penalty. Both of them, because we did get 2 pens in that first half. They're both pens. They are both penalties. For the first one, you had and this is the same sequence. A handball, and Jude and Mbappé were both tackled in the box like it's American football. I don't get what people want the refs to do. So should the other team foul Real Madrid players, and should the refs just be like the blind mice? Stevie Wonder, Helen Keller. Oh no, I didn't see it. It's a clear foul. Why are we acting like these pens are just being given to us for no reason? I thought Mbappé took his pen well, opened up the scoring. And then the second goal that he scored, the cross from Arda Güler, and then the finish off the volley. Their connection is insane. Name me a deadlier duo in terms of creativity and finishing wise over Arda and Mbappé. They are moving, and I say it all the time, like Ozil and CR7. That's the kind of link up that I'm seeing here. These guys are twins. They were lost at birth. Their chemistry is off the charts. It is ridiculous how well they play together. Arda will always find Mbappé. It is nuts. I thought everybody else, the back line, were really good today, right? They handled anything that Valencia threw at them. I thought Militao, Housen, Alvaro Carreras was the standout. Valverde at right back, solid, right? Courtois didn't have that much to do. He did have to make 2 good saves throughout this match. And then at the end, right, we did catch life because Valencia could have scored an absolute screamer at the end. But the post or crossbar saved us. And that's one of those shots where if that was to go in, I can't even be mad at that, because what can anybody do? No goalkeeper in the world would have got to that ball. That was hit perfectly. They were just unlucky. But for the most part, though, for about 98% of this game, it was all us. Great first half performance, absolutely blitzed them. They had no idea what to do. Valencia were out there looking clueless in that first half. And then in the second, we saw that they decided to just try and stop the bleeding. We saw that they just set up shop. They said, we're down 3-0, let's just defend. Because in that second half, they were out there in a 5-3-2. I was seeing 5 defenders, 3 DMs, and only 2 men up top. They were not trying to get battered. And I'm actually a bit surprised at how shit Valencia were. Because let's be honest, every time it's time to play against Real Madrid, they turn into the Avengers. They turn into the Fantastic Four. They're moving like fucking, just like their mother's lives are on the line, okay? They're moving like the Justice League when it's time to play Real Madrid. But today, we had our way with them. We got the baby oil, we bent them over, and they just took it. We were moving like Yamal with the dwarves at his birthday party. We violated them. And this is a good way to head into that match versus Liverpool. I did think that we should have rotated though, right? I think the starting 11 was very strong, right? Xabi Alonso clearly sent a message that he does not care about rotation right now. He's just trying to put together consistency. He's trying to have us, learn the system. And again, I thought we were going to rotate a bit more. I thought there'd be about 4 changes, but there was only one. Franco was starting, Camavinga was dropped, right? To start off the second half, Arda Güler came off, and so did Tchouaméni, right? He brought on Camavinga, he brought on Ceballos, who I thought were decent in the second half, right? I don't really have any complaints about them. I'm happy that we got to see Endrick today, right? Endrick looked dangerous. Not dangerous, but his pressing, his pace is mad. And I'm actually starting to think maybe Franco should lose minutes to Endrick. We saw Endrick on the right wing last season, right? Endrick can play on that right wing. If that right wing is truly open, I don't think Franco's done enough to deserve to just be starting in these kind of games. Now, I don't think Franco's going to start in the big matches. But if he can't cook against these bums, I think we should limit how many minutes he's getting. I'm going to be honest. I would like to see Franco, maybe lose minutes, and I'd like to see Endrick on that right wing. I think, overall though, right? Great performance. 3-point collectors. Like I said, it's lonely at the top. I thought Alvaro Carreras, that goal that he scored, oh my days, completely out of nowhere. Alvaro is starting to get his form back, right? We're starting to see the Alvaro that we saw before El Clasico, right? Because before the Atleti game, right? Because after that Atleti match, his performances, they did dip. I also thought the sub to take off Housen instead of Militao, that was a bit weird, right? I thought Militao would have got taken off. I think we do have to manage his minutes. But overall, I think Xabi Alonso got it spot on, right? Job done. 4-0, right? You took care of business, and now we got this big match against Liverpool, and we know that their form has not been the best. They did win today, but I think we are the heavy favorites going to Anfield. That is our training ground. Liverpool are our bitch. They're the team that I look at and say, look, bro, I'll put it this way. Barcelona have La Masia, the Bundesliga, right? Bayern have that entire league. We have Liverpool. I fully expect the revenge tour to be successful in the UCL as well. This is not anything that I was not expecting. The way that this team is playing, the way that Xabi Alonso is managing us, very good. Rodrigo, man, like the Mumbai Neymar, the New Delhi Messi, you know what I'm saying? The Sri Lankan Ronaldinho got some minutes today as well. Didn't get a lot. I thought Rodrigo should have maybe started this game, right? And I wonder if he's going to start against Liverpool. I don't know what Xabi's going to do that game, but it's going to be very interesting. Now, let me just share my screen so we can all look at this table, because isn't this just a thing of beauty, chat? Like, look at this, man. These are things that you like to see. We are in the driver's seat, and I don't think we're going to blow this. We're not. I mean, look, fucking 10 games, bro. Only 1 loss after 11 games. 10 wins. Nah, bro. We are absolutely cooking, bro. It's always Atleti that give us a hard time. Should we look at the ratings, though? Look, let's see what they're saying here. So, they're saying that Valverde and Carreras were the 2 standouts. Yeah, I thought, look, Valverde did a very good job. I also wanted to call out as well, I don't like the fact that Trent did not play today. Because now, I don't think Trent's going to play against Liverpool. How can you throw Trent out there if he's not gotten any minutes since he came back from injury a week ago? What, are you going to throw him out there in a very hostile environment? I don't think so. Now, Valverde is cooking at right back, and this might be his best. Yo, Valverde's an absolute baller. This guy can do anything that you need. Right back, midfield, right wing, wing back, anything. He can do it. But I would have preferred to see Trent go out there today. I don't think that Valverde should have played this entire game. But it is what it is, man. Look, You guys get in the comment section, like I said, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. Holla Madrid!